Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Fat Atlantic Studios. I'll do a quick back to the drawing board, talk about comic books, show you on my drawing table. Man, it's warm here in sunny Southern Maine. I hope that wherever you are, you're staying cool, having a beverage, having a seltzer water. So, hope whatever you're doing, it's relaxing. And I thought I'd jump on real quick and do a little live drawing and sit in front of some fans. So that's my plan. Draw a little bit. Doing this commission. This commission is of Darkhawk and Sleepwalker. So, yeah, if I just jump in real quick, draw. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. Of course, check out makecomicsblue.com, which is my Patreon if you want to support my work. And what else? Yeah, not a lot of stuff. If you're watching my hands, you're on Instagram. On Instagram, Dylan_distraction. Is my wonderful hand drawing, and I put on like a sleeve thing when it gets super hot so I don't smear graphite everywhere and the sweat of my hand doesn't leach into the paper. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing like it's actually a knee brace, an elbow brace, and I just slide it on my hand like this. So I use this when I'm drawing digitally, just so that my hand doesn't stick to the screen. So if you're wondering what that's all about, that's what that's all about. And I find it just kind of helps when it's super humid, just because my hands get sweaty when I'm drawing. It's kind of gross, but it's true. That's what you got. So, what else is new? Yeah, so I'm working on this Darkhawk and Sleepwalker commission for a patron, John. So, going back over and doing a little bit more penciling attention here. And then I'll be going to inks. And I wanted to just kind of get loosened up a little bit because I'm working and drawing a lot digitally lately, which is great. I love drawing digitally. Hey, Uander, what's up? Yeah, if you want to see my face, go to DylanDistraction.com, just my YouTube. I'm also on Twitch, DylanDistraction.com if you want to get all my links. And yeah, anybody going to any conventions this year? Any cool, fun conventions happening? Comic book conventions? Everybody's got the vaccine now, so we're all heading back out of the world. See people posting about convention. That's like, oh boy. Seems like a long time ago I was at a comic book convention. No. Seems like forever ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but at least a year ago. So, over a year. I don't remember. I think the last one was Chicago in 2020. C2E2. That was a while ago. So, definitely excited, nervous, apprehensive, overjoyed, anxious about conventions. So I don't know if anybody else is feeling that sort of thinking, but it's just so much effort and energy that goes into them. And I hope that they are a part of my comic book creating career moving forward. I like parts of them. There are things about it I really enjoy, and parts of it are just really difficult. So, yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, conventions want me. So, if you have a convention, if you'd like me at your convention, let me know. Send me a message. If you want me at a convention, let me know about the convention. Tell the promoter, tell the people putting on the show that you want me there, and I'll show up. It's as easy as that. I will do comic conventions. I will do them. What am I eating today? That's a good question, Alan the Alien. It is Taco Tuesday, and if you know me, you know at some point, me drawing live will just devolve into me talking about tacos. It's just a matter of time. So if you're like, oh, I like the drawing, but I really come for the taco commentary, you're in luck. It's going to happen. But first, I want to come through and just kind of touch up this drawing and make sure I was happy with where all the holding lines are. Before I dive into the inks. I haven't inked recently a lot lately. So I wanted to just kind of give it some more attention first. Thank you for the hearts. Greetings from Germany. Hey, and Dre. That's cool. Germany. How is the weather in Germany? It's hot here in sunny Southern Maine. I hope you're doing well in Germany. Germany's I've never been to Germany. I've obviously heard of it. I've never been. I had a buddy who was stationed there for years, Air Force, and I always meant to get over there, and it just never happened. You know, He's like, "Yo, come over, hang out." I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know if there's anything in Germany I want to do. I don't speak German. I took German in high school. I was okay at it. Not great." Fort Lauderdale. It's raining. Well, that's pretty much Florida, right? Super hot, humid, and then raining. Yeah, there's a bunch of good conventions happening in Florida. It seems like since Florida was kind of ahead of the curve, ahead of the pandemic, they're less restrictive, so there's no real thing stopping people from doing conventions there. So there's quite a few Comic Cons happening there in Florida. I don't know what Fort Lauderdale is. That southern Fort Lauderdale. I'm not great at geography. So anybody that's watched any of these lives before, they're like, "Oh, I'm from blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Hey, where is that?" I don't know. I know Germany is, David. Fort Lauderdale. I've been to Orlando. Been to Tampa. I like Tampa. I think Fort Lauderdale near Tampa. So like West Coast, maybe. I might be totally wrong. Is there really a fort there? Oh, thank you. And there, Dre. My voice is relaxing. I appreciate that. I try to talk calmly so people can enjoy watching me draw. I try to just kind of ramble and lather on. If you want to see my face, go to dulldistraction.com. It's just like watching my hands, but it's my face. I don't know if that's better. It's different. If you're like, I don't really like watching him draw. I'd rather just watch him talk. I'd rather see the side of his face while he watches himself draw than my YouTube channel, dulldistraction.com, or my Twitch channel, which I don't know if anybody uses Twitch. Ray Dillon is from Maine. Ray Dillon, my buddy Ray, also a Mainer. Ray, did you ever have people call you a maniac? I never liked that. I was like, we're not maniacs, we're Mainers. Come on, get it right. Get it right, or else. Yeah. At least I'm not a tourist. We have a lot of tourists here in Maine. I don't know if anybody is watching has been to Maine or driven through it. I don't know why you drive through it. Have you ever driven through Maine on your way to Nova Scotia and decided to take the long way? If you ever want to drive through a state that just has nothing to see for about 80% of it, may I suggest Maine? Technically from Kansas, Ray. Maniacs when I moved here. Oh man, Kansas. Well, you're not in Kansas anymore. Hey, oh. I'll let myself up. Kansas anymore. Yeah, I couldn't imagine the shock of going from Kansas to Maine. I've always lived at sea level, so I've never been in a big flat area. Well, I've been in flat areas. I've never lived in an area that didn't have trees and ocean. Well, I lived in Syracuse for years as a student, so represent Cuse, the Syracuse here. So I've been in upstate New York for a while. That didn't have any ocean for sure, but also trees. And there, Dre, I am well. How are you? I'm doing fine. I don't know. I'm fine. I'm hot. It's hot. Ray will attest. It's too hot. It's Kansas hot. Not in Kansas anymore. It's the Kansas equivalent of Maniac. Yeah, right, for sure. I bet that no one from Kansas has ever heard that one before. Yeah, funny to me though. As you know, Ray, when you're drawing all day, just whatever can entertain you for the 10 hours it takes to finish a page. So I've been drawing and working on the Oppressors trade paperback coming to Make Comics Cool this summer. Go to makecomicscool.com, sign up now, and I'll be sending people copies of the Oppressors Raw and a new, completely remixed edition. What? I know. Spoiler alert. Go to makecomicscool.com. I'm going to be hooking people up with that. But I've been drawing it for a month now. So whatever you can do as an illustrator, as a freelance cartoonist, keep yourself at the drawing table and keep yourself engaged and not lose your mind is is job A number one. So if I am just rambling or making stupid jokes or being silly, that's just because spend a lot of your time drawing and alone in a room. So whatever you can do, just kind of entertain yourself. That's the goal. Definitely too hot and humid. Very Kansas-y right now. I was going to say the weather seems a bit Kansas-y. It's going to be the new adjective. A little Kansas-y. A little too Kansas-y. I wouldn't want to be in Kansas because of the tornado. I was in a tornado, or a kind of a tornado. It was in Syracuse. I was there as a student. I was out at a club with a bunch of other freshmen. We're like, let's go to this club. Okay, I just jumped in the car with people because somebody had a car. It was dumb, but I don't remember much about that. But I do remember on the way home, we stopped at a Friendly's because it was raining so hard we couldn't see. And the windows in the Friendly's, all the power went out. Everybody's huddled in the middle of the Friendly's, and the windows started going like, really loud. And then we left. The rain stopped, the wind stopped, and we left. And went back to campus, and everybody's like, "Did you see there was a tornado? It went through the center of campus, and all these bikes warped around all the bike, where the bikes are kept, those bikes things, and trees knocked over, and all these windows were smashed, and people were like, the pressure was so intense in the dorm rooms, they couldn't get the doors open. So people were like trapped in their dorm rooms because of the air pressure. So that's my tornado story. So yeah, I don't like weather. I'm not a big fan of weather. Nabil, hey, love your work. Do you draw from imagination or do you have reference, or a bit of both? Bit of both. For these two characters in particular, these are classic 90s characters, so I grabbed reference, looked online, because this is a request, it's a commission from a buddy of mine who has signed up at MakeComicSchool.com. So if you want to get a commission from me, MakeComicSchool.com right now and grab some original art, or grab, and I'm going to be mailing comic books out to people. Batlantic Store, too, is another great place to support my work and get work from me, get commissions and artwork there. Yeah, I had to look at what these characters look like because I've never drawn Sleepwalker or Darkhawk before. But right up my alley, kind of creepy monster people and guys with helmets and masks. Not too far off from what I do on a daily basis. So definitely stuff I'm into. So, and now I did the drawing in pencil, and I liked it. Thought it was composed well, but I was going to ink it. I wasn't even going to ink it, but then I was like, I'm going to ink it. So I printed out blue lines so you can see. This is, so I have a printer and I scan the pencils and then print them out blue lines. Really light, so you can see. I can see the underdrawing. And then this way, but then I'm going back over in pencil. I'm doing another pass in pencil, just because. Sometimes I'll do this just to kind of make sure I'm happy with how everything's laying out. It's not a necessary step. It's not something I do all the time. But sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to jump right away. So let's just give it another little golden line pass with the little. Because now that it's blue line, it's just a clean. It's like a layer in Photoshop. Casual Hero, you know this guy? This guy? Me? Dylan Traction? One and only? And if you're wondering, yes, I'm wearing a brace, like a knee brace on my hand. Because my hands sweat because it's super hot, and I don't want to be smearing ink and graphite everywhere. So, you know me? I know me. What's up? So definitely go to MakeComicSchool.com if you would like to support my work. Grab a pressers. Ray from Comic Pro Bootcamp. Oh, hey, buddy, what's up? How's this semester of Comic Pro Bootcamp going? So Comic Pro Bootcamp, for people that don't know, online there is this incredible resource of incredibly talented artists. Ryan Benjamin, Will Potasio, Alex Sinclair, a bunch of great, incredible talents, super professionals, just wonderful artists, and they do like classes, online classes for people, aspiring comic book creators. And so I'm taking courses, and I love them. I think it's so wonderful to have these professionals be able to share their knowledge, and really, really insightful, thoughtful. They do critiques, they do different sort of themes for the courses. So really, really great. I highly recommend it if you want to learn how to be a comic book artist, or if you're just kind of a casual fan and want to learn more about drawing or sequential art. I thought they were really wonderful courses, and I want to take more for sure. But currently, I'm focusing on my own work and teaching. I'm actually teaching myself, which has been really, really great. So if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, hey, I'm drawing on Instagram. So Dylan_distraction on Instagram to see my hands. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, post them as a comment, and I will answer your question. I'm using a pencil, and I'm drawing on paper. That's pretty much all I need to know. Classes are starting up soon. Yeah. Hey, that's cool. You're doing storyboard stuff. Yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah, I think it's great having online courses like that where you can just kind of jump in and out. So I took a bunch last year, and I learned a lot, and it was really great. And I love learning. I mean, that's the thing about comic books is there's just so much to learn. There's so much knowledge. There's so many different techniques and styles and creators, and content. I love all of it. I'm obsessed with comic books. So being able to learn from people who've been working professionally for years is just such a treat. And get to make friendships, get to find other people that are excited about content and making comics. And, yeah, so I'm thrilled to be able to take courses. And now that I'm teaching, that's been really fun too. I love teaching. So if you want to know more about my teaching, you can privately message me. I do online courses, and I'd love to let everybody know about it. So go to makecomicscool.com, go to filmmakersart.com, check out examples of art if you're not familiar. And all right. Rox, you're awesome. Eric, thank you. Thank you for saying so good. Really appreciate it. I don't know how long the delay is on this, but art is an addiction. Yeah, I know, right? I think with me, it was always just, I love drawing. I love creating. And hey, what's up, Ray? Now you can watch me draw on Instagram. Watch me talk on YouTube and Facebook. It's the best of both worlds. For the people that just want to see my hands and don't want to see my smiling face. What I would like to do at some point, and I don't know if there's even a way to do this, but I'd love to have, like, I see Dave Finch do his YouTube, and it's got like camera, so you can see his hands and his face at the same time. I always thought that might be the way to go, but I don't really know how to do that. So anyway, we're doing it this way. You either get to watch my face on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook, or you get to watch my hands on Instagram. Hola. Hey, hola, Raquel. I love butchering people's names. Yeah, so this is the life of an illustrator. Art is an addiction. Yeah, I think that with me, with art, it's always just kind of been a part of my life, whether it was something that was a primary focus or a secondary thing. It's always been something I've been passionate about and wanting to get better at and learn more about. But I surround myself with comic books. I've always been someone that wanted to kind of escape into stories and comic books and artwork. And drawing just felt like a natural progression of that. So with me, it's always just kind of been part of my day-to-day. But I wish, and this is to aspiring illustrators or content creators out there, I wish I hadn't stopped. You know, like, I think for a while there, like a lot of people, and a lot of people, they, you know, you get busy with other stuff. Like, I had a career in publishing, you know, I was doing more art directing, and comic books were kind of, you know, not a primary focus anymore. And I kind of was like, man, if only I had, you know, kept pursuing it, I wouldn't feel like I was, like I'd gotten distracted, which is hence why I chose the name Don't Distraction. Learn to only show your face and never show your drawing, right? No, people don't want to see my face talk to them. They would get sick of it. They want to see my beautiful, beautiful drawings and my beautiful hands. My face is not what is selling comics, buddy. I don't know. DylanDistraction.com if you want to see my face. Instagram.com, Dylan_distraction if you want to see my hands drawing. And Batlantic Studios, Dylan Andrews Art, MakeComicsCool.com if you want to support my work. Yeah, I do the streaming thing. Okay. Bray, I do the streaming thing, so if you have questions, I can help you out. Yeah, I can use my phone as a second camera. Yeah, I'm using my, so I'm going to post the link. Instagram.com/Dylan_. Yeah. Question for people out there. I don't think I can restream. So I'm using a thing called Restream, which is multi-streaming to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. So Restream is great for being able to have different platforms stream. But don't think I can also stream to Instagram. I believe Instagram's, whatever it's called, doesn't allow me to multi-stream to it currently. But if people out there are like, hey, you knucklehead, you silly goose, if you just did this, then you could stream to Instagram and have a camera and in-camera. Like, I'd love to have that where it's like an inset panel where you see like the hands and the face, but I don't know how to do it. So this is what we got. So my second camera is my, hey, yeah, there you go, Casual Hero. Yeah, see, so now you get the best of both worlds. You could have two screens, you could have two windows open. My hands, which is drawing, which is probably what people want to watch, and my face on Facebook. Does anybody use Facebook anymore? I don't know. Seems like Facebook's kind of like, meh. I haven't been on it much lately. So there's probably some new thing I don't know about. Is it TikTok? Is everybody TikToking? Am I TikToking right now? Is this hashtagging? Am I hashtagging? So I'm going to drop it a little while longer, but it's very hot. And so I'm being very hot. I'm drinking soda. Yeah, so hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe. My bag of pens. What am I going to include today? Oh, so hot. Let's do a little bit of... So I'm probably going to knock out some holding lines with microns. I like these PN microns. I like them because they have a little bit of wiggle to them. So I can get a little bit of line variety, but they're not super floppy. They're not super stiff. So there you go, Micron PN. And I have tape on it, so I know it's not a. So I know which one. Yeah. I don't think people use Facebook as much. I think it was one of those things that for a while that was kind of your only option, and so everybody was on it. And now you're kind of I don't know, it just makes me feel crummy a lot of the time. Is that wrong to say? I don't know. I go on Facebook and I come away from it going, I don't feel better than before. I don't know. It's not like I come away from it thrilled or excited. I just kind of, like, yeah, that's not that. So I don't think I'm the only one. I think we all have experienced some of that sort of like Facebook burnout. Remember MySpace? The good old days. No one here remembers MySpace. I had a band. We played a lot of punk rock shows, and we would do everything through MySpace. So we would book shows and meet other bands and try to build up friends, whatever they were called on MySpace. And so that was kind of the thing when you were a band. It's like, all right, MySpace, go to shows, do all that. So MySpace was great for that, but it's gone now. Social media is a digital drug. It's addictive and destructive. Super negative. Ray is not wrong. I think that, obviously, I don't know. What do I know? But I think it can be used effectively. I'm on it right now, right? I'm talking on multiple platforms. I get to chat with people. I get to tell people about my work. I get to promote my stuff. I get to try to build up some awareness for what I'm producing and interest. So in that sense, I think it's a very valuable tool. But yeah, a lot of the time it's just kind of I don't put if I'm doing it mindlessly, I'm always a little disappointed. Like I'm just kind of scrolling mindlessly. MySpace was the best for bands. Yeah, did you have a band too? Everybody had a band. That's the thing about the '90s that people don't appreciate now, is that if you lived and grew up in the '90s, you were in a band. That's just part of it. It was a rule. If you're like, what was the '90s like? Well, everybody was in a band. Why? Because why not? Musical equipment was cheap. It was something to do. All the people that we grew up and admired and listened to were in bands. And everybody was like, I'm going to be in a band. So I was in a bunch of bands. I loved it. It's definitely a fun time at that time. A lot of work. Really, I was surprised how much being in a band was work. Yeah, I used to play and travel a lot. Yeah, we would play local stuff. We never did any sort of big tours. Never. We'd go to other states, but nothing too far away. Only like day trips, which was all I wanted to do. Oh man, in the 2000s, jeez, I don't know, man. If you were in a band in the 2000s, I don't even know what that was like. I was in bands, started in bands in like high school. I was just kind of friends with people in bands. I loved being around it, being around shows and concerts, and being able to see people perform. Like it's just such a thrill, and it always seemed kind of mysterious to me. It's like, how do you play an instrument? What is a guitar? Like, how do you do that? It just seemed like magic to me at the time. Similar to comic books, like I just wanted to know how it was done, so I just tried to learn as much as I could about it. So that was the thing about bands to me, was it was just, I was very envious of people that were really good at it. Similar to comic books, but I'm like, I could do that. I feel like I could do that. I'm just gonna try it until I can't do it. So that was bands, and then I was in bands in college. And then after college, I was like, I should start another band. I really like doing it, and it was fun. So I did a band after college, and then that one was more serious, but still, it's tough. I was not really, couldn't do it consistently. It was everybody had different responsibilities. It didn't work out, but I enjoyed it for the time, for sure. Recording tracks right now. That's cool. Yeah, I love hearing that people are still making music and recording tracks and stuff. That's great. Yeah, I've done some of that, but usually just it was kind of a cool time where when I was doing it in the '90s, like, oh, you had to either use a 4-track or you had to pay thousands of dollars to have a professional recording, and you're like, there has to be a better way than this. And so we did a lot of 4-track stuff. And then just as I started to come out of school, they're like, there's digital recording. It's like, what? That's crazy. Yeah, you could record on a box, and this box has a card in it. This card holds like a song. Yeah, I played the punk rock. I love the punk rock. Yes, I've worn Comeback Kid shirts. I love Comeback Kid. One of my favorite bands, for sure. So we record digitally on like these little crappy Tascam boxes that wouldn't hold very many songs, and there were buttons. It was a real pain in the butt. So did that. And then we would pay guys, because then what happens is you know a guy and he's got like a supercomputer. And he's like, yeah, I have whatever the newest software was. And so you pay a guy, buddy, and then you would record him. And then you burn like CDs. And then that was as far as we got. I never got into the age of being able to record my own stuff on a laptop. That was like the next step in recording, and we never got to that point where it's like, oh yeah, just whip out a laptop and have GarageBand and make a little album. Like that wasn't an option at the time. Yeah, digital recording has. I remember when it started happening. I was like, you don't have to pay to go to a studio. It's like, really? Like, you can just record on a box at home? Like, that's crazy. It blew my mind. Comeback Kid is one of my favorite bands. Yeah, I've seen them a bunch of times. Just recently saw them at the Middle East in Massachusetts. With H2O, another great band I'm a fan of. Yeah, I love hardcore music, love the punk rock. Definitely grew up in that era. Love ska music, love pop punk. I love rap music too. There's a lot of kinds of music I like for sure, but um, definitely punk rock and hardcore. What I grew up listening to. What I listen to a lot now. That's stuff I like. And some metal. Some metal I like. Not a lot, but some. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching me draw here on YouTube at teledistraction.com or here on Instagram at Instagram.com/Dylan_distraction. Rolled right off the tongue. I'm going to be finishing up this commission. If you want a commission from me, go to patlanticstore.com or makecomicscool.com. Got a bunch of cool stuff heading out. I've just been mailing out Kickstarter awards. So if you were a Kickstarter backer of Archive Universe, my most recent crowdfunder, you're getting your packages soon. I'm mailing out packages to people. So definitely go to patlanticstore.com if you missed out on that Kickstarter campaign and you want to get some stuff from me. While I'm still mailing stuff, now is the time. Still in the fulfillment phase of my most recent Kickstarter. So definitely go to patlanticstore.com. Grab a mystery bundle, a black bag of comic book goodness for your wonderful faces. Hardcore metal is my jam. Yeah, I love that kind of music. It makes me happy. I listen to it a lot while drawing, and I love live shows. And what was the last show you went to? Ray, what did you see? Where are you out of? You out of California? I think you're out of California. You're lucky. You had all the greatest bands out there, man. That is where you are. You're like spoiled with good bands and venues. Here on the East Coast, venues have been closing, and especially during the pandemic, like I don't even know if live music's going to be a thing around here anymore. It used to be there were venues and clubs and places to see concerts all over, and now it's like I don't know if any of those are open ever again. August Burns Red, ooh yeah, good band for sure. That's Southern Warped Tour. That was back when I saw My Chemical Romance, like on the side stage with 4 people. I was like, funny. This is a funny band, I thought to myself. And then the next time I saw them, they're opening for Green Day at a massive auditorium civic center. Yeah. Oh yeah, that funny little band I saw it side stage at a Warped Tour. Guess they're doing okay. Oregon, man. We have Germany, we have Oregon, Kansas. That is one of the good things about social media, is that you can chat with people all over the world. Remember when you'd have to make a collect call and then be like, hey, would you accept the charges? What we would do is we would get a payphone. It's another 90s thing. And we'd be at the movie theater and they'd do a collect call and you'd call home. And it'd be like, would you accept the charge from Dad, this is Dylan, I'm at the movies, please come pick us up. And so it's like, well, you accept the collect call from Dad, this is Dylan, I'm at the movies, come pick us up. Come pick us up. Every time. You don't need to talk to me, I just need to tell them to come pick me up. To be young again. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands that I was fortunate to see earlier on, but yeah, I don't know if people today really kind of. I don't know if live music or live shows will be as important anymore. You know, I was seeing some concerts become available, and I'm like, geez, it's a lot of standing around a crowd. And I don't know. Again, that's like going to be an interesting transition to go from being inside and doing this for a year to being outside and having to talk to people. It's going to be different. I guess we'll see. The venues still exist. Conventions are still popular. And concerts still happen. And I think artists need a place to be able to make enough money to keep making art. I think that conventions and movie theaters are closing. That's kind of a bummer. Movie theater closed. But enough of the bummer stuff. Let's talk about happy stuff. Coming back, and they're sold out. Good. That's what I like to hear. I want people to be able to venture outside again, and musicians to be able to do their thing, and concerts, and yeah, I miss it. That's what I really want. Hopefully, be able to come back stronger and better than ever. We shall see. Not up to. So yeah, drawing Nighthawk. This Nighthawk? I don't know what this is. And Sleepwalker. So thanks so much, everyone, for watching me draw. Probably gonna sign out. It's Taco Tuesday, a little earlier for my Taco Tuesday live drawing. I try to come on and draw every Tuesday around this time between 4 and 8 p.m. So set your watch, set your alerts. If you want to watch me draw between 4 and 8 p.m. on a Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna duck out. I gotta keep inking this drawing. Maybe I'll link it tonight. Maybe not. See how I feel. But go to DylanAndrewsArt.com. Go to DylanStraction.com. Go to MakeComicsCool.com. If you want to get comic books from me, go to BatLanticStore.com. If you want to grab some cool stuff, a bunch of cool things available. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye.